STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Brazen.
Double O. Let's go.
We would like for you to subscribe to our channel.
I like how you went straight into that. So
Yes.
just go ahead and do it.
Yes,
Push that like
because
button right now.
Right now, the world is running on a subscription model.
Go ahead and subscribe.
Luckily for you, we're not charging you for the subscription.
It's premium.
Yes, it's freemium. Unlike the rest of the world, where everything is turning to a subscription model and you have to pay to live. To bring it to a point, to a dot, and the whole point of this video, if you've heard about the World Economic Forum before, you've heard these guys say, you will own nothing and be happy. Well, it sounds like it's a happy situation, but what is really behind it? Because if you own nothing, it would seem to me that you have no value. Now, we see that everything is going the subscription model route, from music, clothing, furniture. Your money, banks themselves, subscription model. And it's presented as convenience. But the downside to this is that many people do not realize this is truly preventing them from being able to have anything of their own. It is important. I know you want to say, well, it's materialistic things. Why do we need to have anything? I don't know. Maybe it's primal. What do you think?
Amazon Prime. Prime time. Let's go ahead, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
The people who don't want you to own anything own everything.
Yes, but you own nothing.
Except for you.
Even your mortgage, you don't own.
Exactly. So there is this convenience mindset thing, which the subscription mindset is built about. You don't have to have CDs in your house anymore because now you could just subscribe to Spotify. Don't get me wrong. I love a nice Spotify subscription. I don't know what my life would be like without music. I listen to music all the time.
All the time.
However, I don't think that I'm interested in collecting CDs, but there are people who are interested in collecting those CDs. Because in a time when the music is maybe not streamable anymore, you still have something that is, a time capsule, if you will.
Hey, you say that you don't like NFTs, but maybe NFTs can fix that. You can
NFTs are bullshit. It's just a JPEG. Okay. If you have an NFT, okay.
NFTs for music, they're coming. You can own your music.
Okay. It is what it is, right? But here's the thing. If someone wants an NFT, that is great. But you probably should not subscribe to own an NFT. Because one thing that happens with the subscription model, it is great, obviously, for
convenience. I think that's the only thing
for companies, for the people who are charging you.
Oh, yeah. They're the one making a ton of money.
Right. But for the people, for the customer or the consumer, you're probably going to be paying a higher price over the course of that subscription than it would have been to just buy the item itself.
I have a story for that.
Okay.
Mind if I had?
Go ahead.
So a good example would be your iPhone, right? So you no longer have to buy your phone. You can just subscribe to your phone. But in the process of subscribing to your phone, you end up paying more for the phone than you would have bought it over 2+ years. Another good example would be Comcast, right? So you rent your equipment from Comcast. Same equipment, nothing has changed over the past 2 years, but you just get a letter one day saying, oh, equipment price is going up by $15. Wait a second. By now, I've paid off that equipment.
Exactly.
But now you charge him an extra $15 for the rest of the cycle of the equipment? Come on, man. I'm going to go buy my own equipment, Comcast, Xfinity.
Exactly. It is borderline. I don't want to call it robbery, because at the end of the day, you have to go sign up for that subscription, right? And
just
it
to
is
save
what
a
it
penny.
is. Yeah, exactly. Now, with no ownership, the subscription model prevents us from being able to, like I already mentioned before, build any sort of ownership of our own. Probably makes it more difficult to budget as well, to just obtain the things that you want.
Extremely.
And so it almost seems that your life now converts from being able to work, create value for yourself and your family, and build wealth, to working to pay for subscriptions. Because the moment you're no longer paying for it, you no longer own it.
And you now owned, because now you can't survive without it.
Exactly. Now, the most insane part about this morning, for those who know me, I'm, automotive fanatic, if you will. And this morning on our way from the gym, you were telling me something about Dodge was making a Hellcat.
The electric L-Cat
And you have to subscribe to performance.
to enable the performance.
Yes.
I think BMW has something like that as well with their electric vehicle.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's going to keep going, right? And I'm sure there are people who are going to pay for it. You know, the people who have money, more money than they have brains, and they will definitely pay for anything. And of course, we can also look at taxes.
No,
Right.
before we go to taxes.
Yeah.
You remember how back in the day we used to play video games on the Sega Genesis and Xbox and you didn't have to subscribe? Guess what? You can't even play like video games now without subscribing or
Exactly.
having some level of subscription to actually enjoy playing video games.
Absolutely.
That's sad
So, look, the subscription model is great. I think that
for the businesses.
I think that it is important for people who provide you a great piece of value. You know, for YouTubers who have a patron or something like that where
Yeah.
you have to subscribe. Yeah, you can subscribe. You can join their community and you can be part of it. But they are definitely providing you some sort of genuine value. And you are aware that you're also doing something to improve this person's quality of life.
Yep.
At any point in time, if you do not wish to be part of that community, I don't think that it is life-ending.
You can exit the system.
You can exit the system.
But there's some systems that seems like it's screwing people up right now.
If you're subscribing to a car, they can shut it off on the road. They can shut it off when whenever you say something that pisses off someone. If you're subscribing to, I don't know, clothes, food, etc., right? There becomes a part where when you stop certain things, it becomes an inconvenience in your life. And I think that those are just things that are sort of basic and that people should be able to own these things, a house, and so on and so forth. When it comes to taxes, obviously, it seems this is the
Auto subscription that we can all never subscribe from.
the automatic subscription, which has been scamming society for life. Because if these people can print money to do whatever they want, how come we have to keep paying these people back for money that we can never pay off as a whole? As society as a whole, we can never pay back the national debt.
Nope.
It cannot happen.
Nope.
So, I think it is
Nope.
very important.
I had to find that.
Yeah, it's definitely important for people to really consider these things as they just keep jumping into subscriptions after subscriptions. What are your thoughts?
Auto subscription, y'all. That one we can't skip. And that's just one subscription that we all having to deal with. You know what is funny though? There's a recent article that is discussing about the Republican Party trying to nullify the income taxes. That would be quite interesting. Maybe we can auto unsubscribe from that one.
Well, politicians are liars. Until it happens, then we'll see. And there's some elections coming up.
Oh man! So here's the latest subscription model that is sneaking in that nobody is paying attention to. That is about to make everybody modern day slaves. Which is you work hard for your money, you store your money, you put it in the bank, but you don't know that you're actually now subscribing your money to the bank.
The same way people do not know they were actually borrowing their money to the bank.
Subscription model, baby.
As they were thinking their deposits would be safe, and whatever sort of contagion is laying ahead of us.
Yep.
Of course, we also have things like CBDCs, which are being pushed.
The retail CBDCs.
Yeah, right.
That's the auto subscription in the banking space
Another
as well.
auto subscription.
Yeah.
Now,
So it's going to be a situation where they give you the money.
Right.
All right. You think you have the money, but it's the money that you have to spend within a time frame for certain specific things.
yeah,
And if you don't, you'll be unsubscribed.
your
So
life
we take
is
no-
a subscription.
Yeah.
They say if you're not paying for it outright, you are the product. But I think at this point in time, these people have managed to find a situation where you are the product and you're paying to be the product.
And you will always be the product.
And you'll always be the product. You are the farm.
Mm.
We're all the farm. Okay? But this is why Bitcoin is important.
You know what though, before you jump into Bitcoin?
What's that?
The farming. Because for those of you guys watching us that are into Ethereum based blockchain,
Yeah.
I think that is the subscription model that nobody's paying attention to.
How is that?
Where's your E 2.0? Haven't you subscribed it into some kind of youth farm talking about farming?
Yeah, it was locked in it's 2.0.
But isn't that the subscription? You subscribe to have that happen, right?
Yeah, but Alex scammed me.
Man,
Get it right.
the staking farms, the staking yield, you and I can do that on an Ethereum blockchain.
Right.
So you're basically subscribing to whatever policies
Right.
that blockchain has, which is what you don't have in Bitcoin. Go ahead, tell them about Bitcoin.
Well, look, man. I mean, I think Bitcoin is kind of something that once you have the light bulb moment, when it goes off in your mind, you start to realize that this is what sovereignty looks like. This is what discipline looks like.
Unsubscribing from the madness.
Self-custody.
Own your own wealth.
Being able to have control of your own wealth.
Your own
right?
value.
And having that total financial inclusion. The freedom to transact with anyone globally.
Without the need for subscription.
Exactly.
You just apply yourself wherever you want to apply yourself.
Listen, I only have one more thing to say to finish out this video, because for those who get it, you get it, right? Mental slavery is somewhere at the intersection of convenience and lack of self-discipline. But I assure you that you need that discipline to achieve freedom. And I don't think most people in society today have the mental fortitude.
They don't.
Okay.
Self-educate.
Stay ready, man.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, sir.
Folks, if you have not liked and subscribed by now, you probably want to go ahead and do that, because we got more of this coming. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Oh gosh, let's not talk about Facebook.
If you're on Facebook, okay, I want to point out something to you. You're on the edge of mental slavery. And no, I'm kidding. That's too deep. That's too deep. Okay. But you know, Mark Zuckerberg got you all trapped.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're still on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Muster the mental fortitude, the discipline to pull yourself off that social platform. Okay. If you still haven't gotten off that one, TikTok is waiting for you. Anyway, carry on.
Talking of TikTok, we're also on there.
Yes.
You can find me on Facebook just because.
The Chinese are tracking us on TikTok. There we go. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, brazen out.
00